What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I have another unboxing. North Central Airlines is back on the channel once again because we have another North Central model to unbox. This I got off of Squatchy's Diecast Hanger, my first time buying from them actually. At least their online storefront anyway, because you may have seen me mention them in my Airliners International massive unboxing video from this past show in Kansas City. They have an incredible storefront with a lot of rare models, and they get collections in every so often. I know they have recently gotten a large 1 to 200 collection in, so if you're into 1 to 200 scale, you may want to check that out and see if there's anything that might be of interest to you. Let's go ahead and open this up, and this is indeed the correct aircraft, so this is awesome. Another North Central DC-930, this is with the Republic Hybrid livery. And this does have the standard North Central titles on there and not the generic font that the DC-950 had, the one that Aeroclassics did, which of course is accurate. So we'll take this up to the studio, we will unbox this. And here we go for the unboxing of the Aeroclassics 1 to 400 scale North Central Airlines Douglas DC-930 with the Republic Hybrid livery. I've talked about North Central a lot on my channel and the models that exist in 1 to 400 scale. So with this acquisition being made, I will now have 7 of the 9 total North Central models that have been made in 1 to 400 scales. So that means the only 2 that I have left to get they're both Aeroclassics. I have the DC-950 release from 2020 that I have yet to acquire, and also the Convair 340 in their older Golden Feather livery, which is the only model that has ever been made with that livery for North Central. So hopefully that changes soon, because I'd love to get some more. So right here we have our standard Aeroclassics box, and as a matter of fact, if I grab my other DC-9 box, this is the standard livery that most of you know the story behind it. I'll have a retro review on this coming very soon, which, yes, is basically the same box. So not much to report on here, but there you go. You can see there's a little barcode on there. So the registration on this is November 9063 in November. There's all the sides of the box, pretty much the same as with all my other DC-9 boxes that I have gotten from Aeroclassics over the years. This is, what, I don't know, like my 8th or 9th DC-9 from Aeroclassics, probably more than that even. But at any rate, we'll go ahead and take this out. Beautiful underneath, all clean. God, that livery is so amazing, I tell you. When you fall in love with a retro airline, it just never stops. You always want to learn more about them and try to get every single model that exists, and there we go. That is another check mark for the collection. Beautiful, beautiful rendition of this livery by Aeroclassics. Another 2007 release, I believe this is. If I recall off memory, they did quite a few models back in 2007 of North Central. They did all the different liveries and everything. They gave North Central a lot of love back in the day, and hasn't really been the case lately, but they did do the this livery right here. This is what I was referencing earlier in the video. So they did do that over the summer, but since then I haven't seen another North Central plane, but really hoping we get another one at some point in the near future. I did actually talk with Todd from Gemini Jets at the Kansas City convention about making the gold trim DC-930, and he said that they would look into it, but obviously haven't heard any updates, so we'll see if that does get made at some point down the line. I know that they have their releases all planned out, so I don't expect it to be like an overnight thing or an immediate thing, so we'll see if they release that in the future. But here we are, North Central DC-930 by Aeroclassics with the Republic Hybrid livery. Another wonderful addition to the collection, and is going to go very well with all the other North Central planes that I have gotten so far. So go ahead and get started. Up here at the front we have the black nose, got the gray anti-glare shield, fleet number 913 right there, and then we have the eyebrow windows, nose gear door, and the nose gear. And then we have the L1 boarding door right there, along with the elements of the Republic livery coming into view. And there's the standard North Central titles with that very futuristic looking font, which is the standard that they had on all their North Central aircraft at the time. And you can see all the elements go all the way to the back, across the overwing exits, and then there's the lovely Pratt & Whitney engines that's come into view. And then Herman the Duck on the tail, with the registration, of course, verifying that the sticker is accurate on the box, November 9063, November. And then we'll turn it around here, check out the right side of the aircraft where you can see basically the same elements on this side. Smaller boarding door right there. One luggage door there, and then another underneath the engines, and then other panel details printed on as well. And we'll flip it underneath, all white body paint across the entire aircraft. Stand hole under there, and also the landing gear, which is all attached, no tires missing. And there's the top of the aircraft, which has just the beacon and also the overwing exit markings, along with your various flaps, slats, and speed brake details. So that, my friends, is another North Central DC-9 for the collection. Got this for, I think this was 55 bucks if I remember right, which is a really good deal for one of these things because, again, North Central planes are extremely rare to come across on the secondhand market. So the fact that Squatchy's had this in stock for that price is an incredible feat, and I'm really fortunate to have gotten this off of him because I remember I had a friend who was looking at Squatchy's website at the time, and he ended up just blasting my direct messages about it, which I appreciate of him doing that, by the way. So I checked what was up, and he told me that there were a couple North Central planes up there. This aircraft, and then also the Gemini Jet's Convair 580. And I kind of sat on it for a few minutes, just thinking I don't want to spend any more money because obviously I went on a trip recently, so I'm trying to save up some money. But then it's like, oh, what the heck, it's North Central. I've had this goal to get all of the North Central planes in 1:400 scale, so I'll just do it. I'll make the costs work. I've done this many times in the past, so take it and we will make it work. So very happy to have it. And then, as I've said, this is now North Central model number 7 in the collection. I'll try to bring all of them into frame if I can. It's going to be a little shoddy with the framing of all the planes. But there you go. So that's all the North Central aircraft that I own now. Again, 2 to go. Both of them Aeroclassics. I need the DC-950 that Aeroclassics did in 2020, and then the much earlier release of the Convair 340 in the older livery. So those 2, once I get them, I'll definitely have to do something special to commemorate that because that's all the North Central planes in 1:400 scale to date. I know more will be made at some point. It's just a matter of when, and just have to let these manufacturers know that, hey, there's a ton of cool planes out there that you could do. Some of those examples being North Central aircraft, because this is an airline that has gotten decent representation, but still feel like, you know, there's so many subjects of this airline that can be done at some point. We just need to see these manufacturers step up to the plate and do them. So we'll be sure to get Aeroclassics, Gemini Jets, and then even NG when they get to the sufficient types that North Central had. We'll try to get them to make their respective renditions of these North Central aircraft because, again, this is a lovely airline that's got a lot of history to it that most people don't really know about, I would say. There's a lot of research gone into the history of North Central for sure, and it's definitely an airline that I will be willing to explore a lot more as we move forward. So that'll do it for this unboxing. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.